What's up, guys? Vertigo update as part of the November 18th patch, which also included cash going into the competitive matchmaking pool in MM, and as part of the Shattered Web operation. So I'm just going to be going over the Vertigo changes, as I always do. Maybe in the event that you do play this map, for whatever reason, maybe you can be ready for something. I have not played Vertigo at all since the October patch, so yeah. let's take a look at these patch notes. Number 1, added ramp to final stage of scaffolding on a ramp, no longer needed to jump up. I'm not entirely sure what this means, but I'm gonna assume it's this particular area here. But this is just a nice quality of life change. You don't have to, get caught awkwardly jumping because you have to clear some small ass gap. Connected corridor to back of A with CT elevator room. So there's this new hallway right here. This is CT spawn over there. This is elevator room here. And this is the A bomb site. So a neat little connector, I guess, that allows CTs to kind of be able to rotate in between the two potential rotate angles, which is good for a small map because it kind of fits into the theme of small map, and you don't have to be so committal depending on which way you rotate as a CT, so that's kind of cool. Number 3, widened top of mid. So this area here is much wider, and this is basically one of the two biggest changes to this map, is the fact that one smoke does not completely cover everything. There are going to be small gaps right here, or on the side if I threw it more to the other side. So one smoke won't completely cover off another choke point, which I will explain in a bit. Offset doors from CT spawned and to elevator room. So I am pretty sure they mean this here. Previously, you could come out here, and it's a straight line from here all the way to the A-bomb site. Or if you remember the old version where this part was open, it would be a straight line just peeking down here, but now things are offset, meaning it's more like on a diagonal, and these door frames, hallways, are not in line. They're, well, offset. So this door frame is more to the left than this door frame, and I believe also over here, but I'm not entirely sure. Number 5, made A site CT death funnel shorter, widened the site area. I am not too sure what they mean by death funnel, but I am assuming it means back site. So there's a lot of open space right here, and I am assuming that the death tunnel that they're referring to is this area. So like I mentioned with mid, one smoke doesn't really cover everything anymore. There's a huge gap here and a very playable gap here. So you will need to reapproach this bomb site with your utility. And I'm assuming the death funnel was simply this backside area here. Removed big block and CT spawn. Not particularly important, but here we go. It's gone. Moved A-ramp sandbags to allow jump up. So I assume they mean this. So you can come up to this part of like the ledge balcony thing now, instead of having the sandbag on the ramp right here. Which probably means the earlier patch note of the final stage of the scaffolding also includes this sandbag here. This is a ramp, a low skill jump. Low skill movement? Whatever, Oh, and it's actually completely clipped, so it's a slant, which is very nice. But yeah, this sandbag is now jumpable, meaning you can do this, and you can do this, which allows you to do this. So that's kind of cool. And most finally, various bug and clipping fixes. Now, approaching this map is going to be, yet again, virtually the same for, at least for the areas that is not mid, or that is not the A-bomb site. So the B-bomb site went completely unchanged, so not much to talk about here. Same strats, same ideas, same theory still applies. Mid control is still viable. If you want to smoke this particular area here, though, it's going to be much more difficult. You will need 2 smokes to completely cut it off, which to be fair, I don't really care about because mid was still relatively unchecked and uncontested as a T. My theory is that mid is still probably not going to be contested too much. Mainly used to draw a rotation towards mid, maybe towards B. But that's about it. The A-bomb site is, whoa. The A-bomb site, I think, is most obviously the most changed bomb site and will require a new approach to bomb site. And I have an idea on how you could approach the bomb site. So to begin with, you need map control, particularly this alley control. I call this area alley for no reason. This alley control allows you to basically prevent any CTs from playing an angle like this, an angle like here, or in most cases an angle like back sight. You're basically going to be able to clear these angles and pressure CTs to not really play them. Now, the CTs are probably going to end up like far back, maybe like here in door, balk, or yellow room as I call it, or in elevator room, something along the lines of maybe something like this or like this, who knows. But as a T, what you could do is smoke the deeper choke points off and throw a little more utility, a little more mollies to help you get the bomb site. So for a door smoke, which is going to be here, you can get into this corner on the back ledge. You want to find this little part of the crane that sticks out, this little yellow knob, and then aim to the left until you're in between these two things. So the edge, the left side of the yellow crane scaffolding thing, and the edge of this building. So just about there, and left click. Since you are not jump throwing, this means you can do this on 64 tick. You'll get the same result, if not exactly the same result. The other smoke is a little more difficult. You want to line up the ladder inside the yellow crane with the edge of the white building behind it, so like so. And then you're going to find this metal beam here, which is going to be in the middle of these three, or to the right of the front sight boxes. And over here, you're going to see inside this horizontal metal thingy, you're going to see this mark here and a slight vertical marking here. So right here is the marking. You're going to aim in between the top of this and the bottom of that. So right there is about where you're aiming. So I'll show you again. And now you're going to walk forward a tiny bit and jump throw. So if you're on 64 tick, this might be not exact for you.
I'm laying down some smoke.
But on 128 tick, this is what you'll get. This is a little finicky because you are walk jump throwing, but if you get the timing right, you actually get a pretty okay elevator smoke. And this basically prevents a lot of vision from, well, elevator. You compare this with a Molotov. You can molly back sight very easily as you used to before, making the top of this floor flat, and then aiming at the bottom of this yellow panel. Aim a little higher up, it's going to be further back, and this particular area. So if you want to molly on the boxes, aim at the bottom of the panel there, but if you just care about this general area here, you want to aim a little higher. Now, another Molotov you could throw for the balcony here is you want to line up the left side of this concrete with this far sandpaper thing. So just like that. And from here, what you want to do is look down under the this beam here, and you're going to see this marking, which is under the center of these brown sandpaper thingies. So look for these in the middle, go down, and you're going to aim basically on this line right here, inside this marking here. So you're going to aim right about there. You're going to run forward and then jump throw, and the timing for the jump throw is about when the second footstep would occur. So if you listen closely, I make 2 footsteps as I run across this A ramp here. So around the time of when the second footstep would be is when you would let go and jump throw.
I burn it to the ground.
That's gonna molly this balcony area right here. It does spread here, which is a little worrisome, but I am fairly sure that this Molotov does not get extinguished by the smoke you would throw for the door over there.
Molotov!
Wonderful. So this is your backsite, or yellow backdoor utility. And then your smoke for over there would be something along the lines of this.
Smoke!
So one piece of utility is going to be right here, and the other piece of utility is going to be right around here, which I believe you have enough room to stand and throw. But what you could have instead is one person throws the smoke from right here, which is this one, and then runs up here to throw a molly, while this person would throw this smoke,
I'm laying down some
and then
smoke.
come into this position here, and then throw the molly.
Let's set this place on fire.
I think I messed up my smoke here, but that's alright. So that's the idea of the new Vertigo, or my idea of the new Vertigo update. So it would look something like this.
Smoke!
That's not supposed to happen. So this is what it would look like, meaning your CTs basically are locked out, and unless they have alley control, are basically gonna have to fight their way out or fall back behind the smokes. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you ever do play Vertigo and need a quick and easy guide on how to play it, just come A more often than not, throw a little bit of mid presence, and then come A, throw this execute, and hope you win. So thanks for watching, and like the video if you like the video.